Hello and welcome to the Superpower Daredevil team. I'm Peter.
And I'm Rick, and today we're reviewing RRR, which is short for Rise, Roar, Revolt.
A fearless revolutionary and an officer in the British force who once shared a deep bond decide to join forces and chart out an inspirational path of freedom against the despotic rulers.
So Peter, what did you think about RRR?
Well, this is, I think, the first Indian movie that I have seen because it is quite different from like the Western movies that I see. And I sort of likened it to probably in the like mid to late 90s. I watched a lot of Jackie Chan movies, his original Hong Kong movies. And it took me a little while to get used to like it was like a different sense of humor. It was like a different cultural things that I wasn't aware about. So it sort of felt the same like that watching RRR. But once I did get used to it, I just really appreciated that it was a very like cinematic movie. It was very like stylistic. I thought the leads were really likable, and overall, I really enjoyed it. Like, there's some really like standout moments in it, and there's some dark moments as well. But overall, I just found it like a really kind of pleasant, sort of fun movie to watch.
I agree. Like you, it's the first movie of this type that I've watched. I just really got into this film, like pretty much from seeing one where they set up the bad guys and
they were bad guys. They were real like bad
over the top bad guys.
Bad guys, and the good guys were good guys, and the good guys had great introductions as well.
Coming from our perspective, it was really interesting to see perspective of a culture that was taken over by the English Empire. And because I don't think there was, apart from the fact that the English Empire were there, I'm not sure how historically accurate this was. I'm not sure it was like it wasn't done for that point. It was done for we're the oppressed. These are the guys that we need to take down.
And so what I've read about the film is that the two main characters are based on like real revolutionaries that were in India, but it's a what-if situation because the two revolutions, like the two characters in this, never actually met in real life. Okay. So this is what would have happened if these two like famous Indian revolutionaries met.
What I love about this movie, it was so fantastical, if that's a word, for me to watch, because you go from the dark opening of a child being stolen from her mum and the child witnessing the mum,
and that was dark. And the cruelty of the British leader saying you're not worth a bullet.
Yes, all that sort of stuff. That was
horrible. Yeah.
And then like halfway in it, we've got this like just happy musical number about stomping your feet, and they're singing and dancing in this like whole community
and brilliant musical scene. That sort of, because like most of our Western movies do not have like dance numbers in the middle of our movie, so it was a bit of
like that.
What's going on? But so when I first watched it, I was a bit taken aback by that. But that was what I thought about for the next few days afterwards. I kept thinking of that dance number, and I even looked it up on YouTube, and I even spent some time on TikTok looking at other people doing the dance. So like it really stuck with me.
And like this was wildly all over the place in tone and even in kind of movie, because it was a kind of the oppression sort of movie, the revolution movie, the buddy flick where the two guys get together. And again, it may be culturally different, but their buddy romance.
We'd call it a bromance.
Dance the dance of brotherly love.
Comically hilarious. The songs, and then that last, I guess the last third of the film about just being about the rising up and getting a guy getting tortured with whips and whips with barbs on them. This went everywhere. It covered everything. I think there might have even been a bit of slapstick humor in there as well, so that it covered nearly every genre of film you could do.
Tour de force of everything.
But it was fun. It was just a joy to watch, and like there were parts of where I was just the brutality of some of it. I was cringing, and then there was just laugh out loud moments for me in some of the over the top stuff, and it was so the two leads, Beam and Raju, were just fun to watch. They nailed those parts. It was just a fun ride, and I loved it. This was a new experience for me, and I really enjoyed it.
It's made a bit of a cultural impact as well, because if you type in RRR on Google, there's a little motorbike and a horse little animation that goes under the screen. So it's definitely making its mark.
Yeah, I don't want to, because I don't want to give too much away. I want people to watch this and enjoy it, but they met with the motorcycle and the horse, and there was a scene towards the end when he was on a motorcycle, and I'm going, where's the horse coming in? Is he going to just jump in? And thank you very much.
That was a great scene in the woods at the end. That was good.
Look, I think I've said what I want to say about this film without giving too much away, because I would like people to see this and enjoy it for what it is. So, Pete, I'll ask for your recommendation now. Pete, what did you think?
Yeah, I'd recommend it. I think it might be different to what you're used to, but give it a go. I think you'll enjoy it. It's like what we said. It's got everything but the kitchen sink in it. But it might have the kitchen sink in it too. I might have missed that part.
I reckon it was in the second fifth of the movie. Yeah. And I loved it. I found myself just gripped to the screen for the whole 3 hours. It was good. Big 2 thumbs up from me.
Thanks for watching the Superpower Dear team.
Yeah, if you enjoy our videos, please remember to like and subscribe, and please, we really appreciate comments in the comments section. So leave a comment if you feel that that's the way you want to go.
And if you click on the bell, you'll never miss an episode.